World's not getting any safer. Should we be looking at defense companies to buy into? So let's look at the top 25 in the world. Lockheed Martin been going in an upward direction generally, and the momentum is a bit sideways at the moment. What I'm going to show in each of these charts is then seasonality, and you can see November tends to be largely up, and what the major banks and analysts are saying. Morgan Stanley, JP Morgan are saying hold, Citigroup are saying buy, and that's what you can see over there. Discount cash flow is what I'll also show you for each of these stocks. Lockheed Martin, 33% undervalued. And I'll also show you where the analysts think it'll go to. 8.62% higher is what the analysts think overall. RTX, probably not one you've heard of. Momentum sideways. Price still at 2020 levels, and a spattering of holds. They're not really filling me with confidence, even though season-wise, October and November tend to be better months for it. Can it go from 80 to 100, which would, of course, be 25% rise? Yeah, probably will over the next 12 to 24 months. It is 42% undervalued, and the analysts, well, they think that in terms of more upside. Northrop Grumman pointing in the right direction. Momentum not overbought, which would mean it'd be up here. Not oversold, which would mean it'd be down here. It's sort of middle of the road. Lots of holds. Season-wise, November doesn't tend to be good though, so you might not want to get in right now, even though it is on a discount cash flow basis that much undervalued, and that's what the analysts think. So let's run through the others. Japanese company, 42% discount cash flow undervalued. But let's go to a Boeing. If we apply the same analysis here, then what you can see is, again, it's back at 2019 levels still. Again, lots of buys and holds. Season-wise, not too bad. Doesn't really fill me with much confidence, though, given it's not really moved much. Okay, over the last 3 years. You might think that means it's undervalued. It doesn't seem to be filling the analysts with much confidence, does it? Well, discount cash flow continues to be undervalued significantly. And as you can see there, the analysts think 34% to the upside. What do they know? General Dynamics, so moving in the right direction. Momentum a bit moderate, medium, mediocre. Analysts, lots of buys. That's the direction you'd be looking at. Were I to look at this as a special situation, really be looking at about a 43% return in 12 months. And it's undervalued, 42% undervalued. Analysts think 13% to the upside. BAE Systems, what a lovely little beauty that has been since 2021. It has significantly given you massive returns. It's now considered, however, somewhat undervalued by a very tiny amount on a discount cash flow basis, and the analysts don't think much more to the upside, I'm afraid. Now, L3 Harris Technologies, what a letdown that's been, to the extent there's still people thinking it's a buy. It's certainly very oversold, which means could you get that going up maybe 70%, 50 to 70% on a bit of a bounce? Would you have the confidence? Well, it is 55% undervalued on a discount cash flow basis. So a little bit attractive on that. Return potential 30%, say the analysts. China South City Holdings undervalued. Leonardo 33.7% and Airbus 41%, all on discount cash flow basis. Let's go to Huntington Ingalls Industries. Same, sideways for the last 4 years. Not really much excitement from analysts. Not much excitement at season and on momentum. So probably you would stay away despite that massive undervaluation there. So what about Thales or Thales? Right? Bit overbought now, but then again, you could have said that and it went up 20% a while back. And it is still somewhat undervalued on discount cash flow, and certainly from what the analysts think as well. Leidos Holdings, again, same price it's been 4 or 5 years ago. Lots of buys. It doesn't seem to be able to break out of this upward move up there, and just seems to be sort of moving in this range. So not exactly something which makes me excited, even though there is some upside according to analysts and according to discount cash flow. Amentum Services, is that about to fall off a cliff? Is that a double top? Is that going to drop from there to about down here? In other words, from 74 to about 64, even though it's got pretty much everybody saying buy who covers it. And is it about to go this direction? Well, I suspect it's probably going to bounce off this and go back up to about 85. But from 75 to 85 doesn't really excite me. So it's not one for me, even though significantly undervalued. And that's the return potential. Booz Allen Hamilton. Okay, they're in defense, yes, because it's management consultants. They're in defense. Lots of buys over there. Bit undervalued. Again, not something which makes me think screaming buy. Rheinmetall. There we go. German in euros, 41% undervalued. Dassault, the French company. The Indians keep buying their jets and keep bailing them out. They're significantly overvalued. Elbit Systems, a little bit overvalued, not a lot. Rolls-Royce, significantly undervalued according to discount cash flow. And return potential, say the analysts, 15% to the upside. Honeywell, like so many of the other defense-related companies, still at ancient 4-5-year-old returns. Momentum is down there, so it is somewhat oversold, and it's undervalued as well, which is going to be a positive thing, and the analysts think there is still some upside. What about General Electric? Is it about to do this again? Well, it might do, even though all of these analysts are saying buy, and it's undervalued. And once again, it's not one which is making me think, not unless it gets into this high territory up there, that I want to get in. But I'm just not seeing enough of things just all pointing in the same direction. I really want them all to point in the same direction. So hopefully you liked and enjoyed that and found it useful. I hope to see you soon on either YouTube or Telegram. Have a look at alpeshpatel.com/links to follow me for more analysis. Thank you all very much indeed.